What show?
It's the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show with Audrey Kitching. Backstage at the Vans Warped Tour 2008, and they say that today is going to be the hottest day of the summer.
I believe it.
Audrey, you are blowing up on BuzzNet right now. You are a huge star. You're an icon to tweens. Tell me how you got started.
I'm a hairstylist originally. I never necessarily wanted to be a model. When I was younger, I used to do mainstream commercial stuff. When I was 16, I did all the competitions and everything. And I got out of it. And then when I was like 18, someone approached me to do a calendar for West Coast Choppers, and I was like, okay, cool, so I did it, and then from that I kept getting offers. How
did you come into like the pink hair, and now you're walking the runway, and I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, Jared Gold show I just did in Utah, which was amazing. I never even really liked pink. I just did pink hair because I'm a hairstylist, and I've had every single color, so I was like, I haven't had pink, why not? And that's when I started like getting all the modeling work, so I was like, I might as well keep it. So I'm kind of locked into it now, but it's not a bad thing.
How do you deal with fame? Now, how has it changed your life, and how has it changed your perspective on reality?
Well, I don't consider myself famous, so to me it's just, I do what I do, and if people happen to like it, that's rad, and if not, well, sorry. So I kind of try and downplay it. And
people watch your videos on BuzzNet, and you are an icon in the fashion world right now.
Kind of. I don't think of it that way, but just try and be myself and be respectful, and hopefully people can take something from that. I
watched a little clip of your show on where people call in.
Oh, on Stickum, yeah. Every Monday I do it. It's a lot of fun. It's random. Sometimes you get some haters in there, but just gotta know how to play it.
How do you deal with haters?
I kind of just, at first, like, you'd be lying if you said it didn't affect you at all, but it's kind of funny to me now. I just laugh it off and ignore it because they care enough to say something, so it's like, whatever. Well, I think with today's generation, everyone kind of wants to see you fail with all the tabloids and, like, all that stuff. Like, Perez Hilton, I love him, I think he's rad, but, like, you know, these sites are, like, to point out everyone's flaws, so I think everyone's kind of used to watching people fail, so they, like, root for the hatred and stuff, but kind of trying to ignore it.
You're in the top 10 on BuzzNet, you know that, right? Mm-hmm. What does that mean anything to you?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, it means that I have to be respectful and I shouldn't be being a bad role model for people, but it doesn't make me feel any better at the end of the day. It's rad though, it's fun. So
you still deal with the same emotions that everybody else deals with, like heartbreak?
Well, I'm a girl from Philadelphia. I just moved to Los Angeles a few months ago, so I'm still kind of feeling it out. I'm new to all this, so.
How would you define the word love?
Love. I don't know. People throw it around like, I love this, I love that. I say it all the time too, so, I mean, different meanings. Depends on the situation.
Have you ever known true love?
Yeah. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Yeah? Do you think that true love is something that only happens once in your life? Do you believe it can happen again?
No, it can happen again.
Really?
It's whatever energy you put out there. If you're positive and you want something bad enough, it'll happen for you. So.
Cool. And then what brings you the most peace in your life right now?
Just having the right people around you, like having friends who genuinely care about you and are glad when you're successful, and you know, it's not a competition, all that stuff. So just surrounding yourself with the right people. And in your position with so many admirers and fans, how do you deal with that and know who your real friends are? Well, a lot of my real friends have been my friends for like 5 years, so I genuinely keep the same people around, and you can weed them out pretty easily. Really? I'm pretty good at character telling, so I can tell right away if someone's a little sketchy or they're there for the right reasons. So I haven't had a problem with that yet, but it's normally my own intuition. Like if I have a weird feeling about someone, down the line it ends up being right, and it was my fault for giving them the benefit of the doubt. So live and learn. What sign are you? A Leo. Leos are supposed to be great lovers. Would you consider yourself a great lover? Yes, I'm an extremist. If I love something, I really, really love it. And if I hate something, I don't even want to see it. Really? Yeah, there's no gray area for me. It's one or the other. Audrey Kitching has her own shirt line. Tell me about that, how that came to be, and how that's doing for you. Right now I'm actually just finished designing it, and we just put it in production, so it should be out within like 2 weeks, so I'm excited about that. there's like a hater shirt and then there's a lover shirt, and you can buy them together if you want. If you like me some days, hate me some days, so it's kind of funny.
Now, hanging around all these great fashion icons like Jared Gold and so on and so forth, have you thought about starting your own fashion line?
Of course, it's like totally inspiring. That's like down the line. Like, this is so fun for now, but I mean, in 5 or 10 years, I would definitely like to create a clothing line. So I'm practicing now with some merch designs and hopefully turn it into something bigger in the future.
Who are your favorite fashion designers besides Jared Gold?
Jared Gold, obviously, but I love Jeremy Scott.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
really rad. He has some fun designs. And Betsy Johnson, obviously, and Heatherette and all that fun wear.
How about Trina Tarantino?
She's amazing. She actually has her Barbie release next week, which I'm excited to see.
Are you going to that?
Yeah, it's a pink-haired Barbie. I think I'll be there.
I was thinking when I heard about that, I was thinking, well, I wonder if this Barbie is going to look like Audrey Kitching.
Maybe. I haven't seen it yet. I know it has pink hair.
Have you delved into music yet?
No. I try and stick to what I'm good at. Music happens. I would love to be a rock star. I think everybody would love to be a rock star, but I don't necessarily have that talent, so I'm trying to, steer clear of that. Like fashion and modeling, I know I have a talent at, so putting my energy into one thing and make it great rather than spread it out thin.
And what about acting?
I actually just, I was talking to my agent and they want me to start taking acting classes and like hosting classes, but I don't know if it's for me, but I might take the classes just to feel it out, but so we'll see. You might see me in something soon, or you might never.
Tell me what it's like on the road for you, how you travel, how you like to travel, and your accommodations.
Well, I love it. I've been doing this forever. Like, I used to do merch when I was 18, so I'm used to like sleeping in the back of a van with like 20 dudes and just like being in the grossest conditions. So to me, anything above that is luxurious and appreciated. So I can go either way.
Some of your favorite foods. Are you a vegetarian?
I am a vegetarian, but I've been one since I was like 11 or 12. I'm not, and I did like a pita, which is rad, but I'm not one of those people who like will punch you if you eat a steak. Like, to everyone's own, but I happen to steer clear of the meat. But I love sushi, vegetarian sushi, and Mexican food.
What do you think of the political landscape right now?
People tend to get mad at me when I talk about it, but in my opinion, I think it's a big conspiracy and everything's planned, and there's not, everyone's vote counts, but I really think they're going to do what they want. You know what I mean? I don't really think what we say or do matters at all. I think we're just kind of the guinea pigs, and we just got to sit back and cross our fingers.
Now, doesn't that frighten you?
It scares the crap out of me, but I don't know what else to do. Like,
I know.
I try not to think about it too much because then I start to get crazy. But we need a new president. We'll see if that does anything. But at this point, I'm hoping for anything different.
Presidents are there for the fame, the fortune, and getting in the history books.
I agree. And the history books aren't even necessarily truth. It's all opinion. Everything's opinionized, so it's one side. Would you ever see the Zeitgeist movie?
No, everybody's telling me see that movie.
You have to see that movie before the government takes it off the internet, because they probably will. So, yeah. It's amazing.
You back that?
Yes, totally. I'm more logic than brainwashing. It's kind of like, a lot of stuff's common sense, but I think there's a lot of brainwashing going on, so people get confused.
Now, have you been approached about a cable reality show?
There's some secret things that I'm working on, but I just did segments for Current TV, which is the government kind of TV station, which is rad, where you talk about political things. So I did a segment for that. They have like a new icons campaign that they're doing, so it should be up in that probably this summer sometime.
It just amazes me how you seem so different than your persona.
Everyone's always like, that girl's conceited and she sucks, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to live. Trying not to melt today.
Tell me how you would define the word heartbreak.
Heartbreak? I think it's something people use loosely, but if you're really genuinely heartbroken, it can suck. You can physically get sick. Like, you can be totally sick from it. So, depends. If it's for real, it sucks, but you'll get over it in time. But if you're just throwing it around for fun, then...
What do you think of people that use drugs?
To each their own. It's not necessarily my thing. If I was on drugs, I couldn't function and I wouldn't be where I am today. I'd be cracked out, sleeping somewhere, but for me, it's not my thing.
Do people try to force drugs on you in the industry?
Well, I mean, it's like anything else. There's peer pressure and everything, and you just need to know if it's something you're into or not. And me, I try and steer clear of all that stuff.
I could talk to you all day. Audrey Kitching, you rule.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, this is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show. It's Audrey Kitching signing off.